welcome to my channel. If today is your first time joining my channel, my name is Dr. Nzube Eboluche. On this platform, we discuss everything about study abroad, success tips for your application process, and different resources and scholarships that you can leverage on while doing your application process, right? And as an international student, there are universities that you should apply to that will benefit you financially, especially those universities that actually give you automatic scholarship or graduate funding once you apply to that university. And today, I'll be showing you different universities that when you apply to them, you are guaranteed of graduate funding or scholarship, either full or partial funding. And that way, it will help you to reduce the financial burden as an international student. And I know as an international student, funding is always the biggest challenge. And today, you will see, I will show you different universities that you can apply to in the US that you are guaranteed for either full or partial funding. Let's jump right in and I will show you those universities. So basically, one of the schools that we'll be discussing today will be University of Potomac. This University of Potomac is located in Washington, D.C. And as you can see, this is their website. You can actually just click on their website and then what do? You explore their website to see what actually you can, if the course that you want to study, if they offer those courses. So first of all, what I do is normally you have to go to the programs they offer. For example, if you are applying for a bachelor's program, so it's better you just click on bachelor's degree and that will take you to see all the programs that they offer. Bachelor in accounting, in business, in cybersecurity, computer science, childhood development. So there are so many undergraduate courses that they offer here. So you just have to, click and look through to see if the course you want to study, if it's being offered in their university. And then this is the master's degree. If you're applying for a graduate program, is really very important that you explore to make sure that the course you want to apply to is being offered in that university. So these are some of their master's program that they offer. So you have to actually see and read about this program to see where, what they concentrate on. So you are not blindsided or maybe thinking that, oh, you have this or assume anything anyways. So it's good you read whatever program you want to apply to and see what that program is all about before you go ahead and apply. And also for a doctoral degree, they offer very few doctoral programs and they have so many certificate programs and diplomas. So this is how you can explore the program. And then when it comes to admission, now if you have identified the program that you want to apply to, the next thing you do is to look at the admission requirements. What do they need for you to successfully apply and then successfully secure admission into that program? This is very, very vital. Don't just apply to a program when you don't have the admission requirements that they are looking for. So here you can see this is a general admission requirement, and you can see this general one also include both undergraduates and other requirements they may need from you. So your proof of high school and all of that. So this is basically for those who are applying for a bachelor's program. So they will need your proof of high school completion. You have to submit any certificates you have, you have completed, maybe a post-secondary certificate or diploma, or a postgraduate certificate or diploma. And then they will need your official transcript, right? These are general admission requirement. Then it goes down to tailor that to the particular program you're applying to. So here is the graduate admission requirements, right? In addition to that general requirements, the graduate program will require, number one, your undergraduate degree. You must have completed an undergraduate degree before applying for a graduate program. An international applicant system with a 3-year undergraduate may be admitted on the recommendation of the admission committee. And you will need 2 letters of recommendation. So don't have a general impression that every school will require 3 or 4 recommendation letters. That is why going through the admission requirement is very vital. So make sure that you go through this and note down what the program and the school you're applying to, what they require. So here they just require only 2 letters of recommendation, right? And also, what's one required essay, and this will be in Word document form, which addresses the student's preparation. Most times, this is called statement of purpose. So this is a statement where you have to put in all the information about you and what you have done, your background, how that have prepared you for a graduate program, right? So this is always required. And your resume, which contains your professional work experience, right? So these are the requirements that are needed. And applying for a graduate program, these are all you need. And you can see where it is written that GMAT or GRE is not required for admission, right? It's not required, except maybe the program you're applying to requires that. But it is stated here that is not required, but is strongly preferred for students who do not have bachelor's degree in a business. So basically, if you're applying to any business, master's in business administration, that is MBA, so this GMAT may be required if you don't have a bachelor's degree related to business course. So take note of that. And then as an international student, you have, this is the admission requirement for international students. So here you can see that you are required, if you're applying for an undergraduate program, you need your high school transcript, or depending the area of the country you are applying from, they may require, for West Africans, they may require your West African examination certificate or results, and your secondary school or post-secondary school transcript, right? And proof of sufficient sufficient financial statement, right? So this could be a personal fund, or you get a sponsor to sponsor you, or you have a scholarship. So any of these can actually suffice for proof of financial sponsorship. And then you are also required the proof of English language proficiency. So here, most students basically coming from English-speaking country, most universities are always, you have been exempted so far that you attended institution where English is their mode of education. So some of them are being, most of these countries are being exempted. So, however, it's still a requirement for students who are not coming from English-speaking countries. So you have to, fulfill this requirement by submitting your English proficiency exam score. And then you have to pay your application fee. And I will tell you, most of this application fee, if you want to apply for application fee waiver, or you can email the school or the admission committee or admission officer that you can request for application waiver or even a discount. So sometimes students don't know they can do this. You can actually email to request for application fee waiver, or even a discount. And this application fee will be discounted. Some of my students some of my mentees have actually gotten a discounted application fees, and some of the application fees has been waived. So even though they didn't really stipulate it on their website, it is something you can always try out. Email them for application fee waiver or a discounted application fee. That way you're saving money, right? You're saving lots of money. Then for those applying for a doctoral program, you have to also read your admission requirement. Make sure that you have all the requirements, or you can fulfill all the requirements before applying to that school or to that program. Okay? They also have this program in case if you didn't finish your doctoral program in your previous university, you can apply to this school as a transfer student and you are applying to a doctoral completion program. That means you have started your doctoral program elsewhere, maybe in your country, and you want to finish that in the University of Potomac. This is where you can apply. And yeah, so let's move over to now you have seen the admission requirements, right? For if you're a domestic student, international student, you have to go through this to actually know what is required before applying to any of the programs they offer. The most important thing I love to go to before I apply to any school is financial aid. I will tell you, financial support is always the most challenging it's the most challenging thing for an international student, most especially international students, right? It has prevented so many international students from fulfilling their study abroad dreams. And I will tell you, there is always a way out. You don't have to, pay through your nose or break the bank just because you want to study abroad, right? And you don't have to be wealthy in order to study abroad. You can leverage so many financial support programs, scholarship funding to help pay for your study abroad programs. So here, and I want to tell you, every university have a financial aid office. So this is something you need to always look out for to see what that university have for you and if you can benefit financially from that university before applying. So these are different financial aid options. They have a federal student aid. This one basically is mostly for U.S. citizens or U.S. permanent residents, right? So mostly these are mostly for citizens or permanent residents. Then if you want to explore as an international student, you go to scholarships. So to tell you that there are scholarships affiliated to this university, which you can apply to, and obviously you applying, you have 100% chance of getting the scholarship. But if you don't apply, you have a 0% chance of getting this scholarship. So you have to, check with their financial aid office or email them to direct you or send you direct links of these scholarships available within the school. And for international student tuition scholarship, I want to bring a good news to you that you can read here. International student tuition scholarship is open to new international students planning on full-time enrollment. That means you have to, make sure you're applying to be a full-time student in this university at the University of Potomac. And they are ready to offer you automatic scholarship that will cover up to 35% of the normal international tuition cost. This is huge. So you're not expected to apply, to submit additional application to get this scholarship. You just have to apply to this school, and automatically as an international student, you are being offered 35% of the tuition, right? And this scholarship is available at the first time as an undergraduate. So undergraduate students, you have 35% scholarship when you apply to this school as an international student. And also for graduate students, you also can obtain this scholarship as a graduate student, right? And this scholarship, you can see it can be renewed every year. So it's not just getting this scholarship in your first year. You can always get it until you finish your program in that school. Once you maintain your GPA to the criteria required to maintain this scholarship, right? And it says this scholarship can also be used for year-round study. This is huge. And also for those who have maybe if your sister or your brother is already in this school, you can get additional 20% reduction. This is another additional scholarship that you can get in addition to this 35 if you have a brother already in this school. So you that is also coming in can get additional. If you have 2 or more immediate family members enrolled in this school during the same semester. So for those who are looking for funding, look no more. There are universities who are already thinking of you and they have financial benefits for you. And you have to leverage this scholarship by applying to these universities. And there is another scholarship you can also apply to in addition to the automatic one the university is giving you. So you can apply to this Good Hope scholarship. You just have to read to make sure that you are qualified or eligible for this scholarship, right? This is very good news. I love to actually, show students how they can benefit from schools through financial aid, so that you are not being challenged in providing financial sponsorship for your program, right? And if you want to apply to this school, all you need to do is to what? Click apply. It takes you to the online application, right? All you need to do, just start clicking and start applying, right? You don't have to waste any time. And they have 2 campuses. They have campus in Washington, D.C., and they have campus in Virginia, right? So you go through the application form and fill your application. Super freezy, easy, right? Very easy. And when you do this, if you encounter any challenge, I always mentor my students to do what? Send an email, request an email, send an email and speak with any of the admission officials. They are there to help you. Utilize this portal. Utilize it. Communication will give you clarity on your application process, right? Now you can see different ways you can actually study abroad for free. You do not have to break the bank or spend so much money or maybe even forfeit your study abroad dream just because of financial challenge. These are different ways you can actually fund your program and study abroad for free. I would see you guys in my next video, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification button so you can always receive these informative videos once I upload them. So you can leverage some of these informations to achieve your study abroad dreams, right? And relocate to that country of your choice. And if you are having trouble or maybe you don't know how to start your study abroad application process, please send me an email, leave your comment if you have any question, and I will get back to you with the answers. Share this video with any of your network that you know that require this information. And I bet you they will thank you for it, and I will appreciate you for that too. I will see you guys in my next video.